When you hear the word frugal, what comes to your mind? Cutting your toothpaste tube open to ensure that none of it goes to waste? Finding creative things to do with breadcrumbs rather than emptying them into the bin? Well, frugal living is not any of those things. It's all about making smart money choices. Your journey to wealth will be impeded if you don't embrace frugal living. Big doors swing on small hinges. It's the little tips that matter. In this video, I'll be sharing 10 actionable frugal living tips that will change your life forever. Ready to take control of your financial destiny? Hit that subscribe button. All right, the first tip I have for you is 1. Declutter, declutter, and keep decluttering. One big mistake that many people make is that they think that decluttering is a one-time thing. So they declutter once and then forget about it. But no, as long as you keep purchasing stuff, you need to keep decluttering. Now, I'm not just talking about shoving random things out of your closets. I mean real, thorough decluttering. And the process is continuous until you can be sure that every single time you open your wardrobe, everything inside is stuff you actually use and genuinely love. Oh, and decluttering is not just for your closet. Apply this to your living space. Clear out the excess to make room for what truly matters. I know you're wondering how this will improve your quality of life. Well, the thing is, your environment affects your mindset, and a clutter-free space can do wonders for your mental clarity and productivity. There was this time that I was struggling to get work done, and my house was actually squeaky clean, so I couldn't really tell where the mental block was coming from until I decided to declutter. I mean, very thorough decluttering, down to closing unused tabs on my laptop and reducing and arranging the shortcuts on my desktop. After I did this, it was like multiple light bulbs were turned on in my head, and my productivity was at an all-time high. Now, if you're new to this, you might not be as thorough as I was, and it's okay. I wasn't always this good either. You can start with one room or even a small corner. Sort through your stuff and ask yourself, does this add value to my life? If not, it might be time to let it go. Now, what do you do with all that stuff? You can sell, donate, or recycle. It's a win-win. You're decluttering and potentially helping someone else in the process. 2. Don't buy what you want, buy what you need. This is a golden rule for frugal living, and the numbers back it up. Did you know, on average, people spend about 30% of their income on non-essential items? That's a hefty chunk of change. Now, let's break it down. Imagine you're strolling through a store, eyeing that flashy gadget. It's tempting, right? But hold on. Ask yourself, do I really need this, or is it just a want? If not, you'll have tons of stuff waiting to be decluttered shortly after purchase. And I understand that we all have our personal financial biases. For me, I used to have a weakness for buying fancy gadgets. I could never walk past a fancy gadget without throwing it into the cart. It was that bad. But guess what? Half of them ended up collecting dust for different reasons. Some of them weren't as useful as I initially thought they were, and there were some that I never really understood how to set up or use. So yeah, I learned my lesson the hard way. So instead of splurging on every cool gadget, I invest in quality basics that I use day in and day out. So before you hit that buy button, ask yourself if it aligns with your essential needs and long-term goals. 3. Don't be too quick to automate subscriptions. On average, people spend over $300 a month on subscriptions. Now, take a moment to think about which ones truly add value to your life. It's easy to get caught up in the allure of convenience, right? But here's the thing. Not every subscription is a must-have. Personal story time. I once signed up for a bunch of streaming services because I was tired of sharing with people, so I genuinely thought I needed it. Spoiler alert, I barely used half of them. All that money went down the drain. So before you hit that subscribe button, ask yourself if it's something you'll genuinely use and benefit from. And if you've got a heap of subscriptions already, maybe it's time for a little spring cleaning. 4. Save automatically. While subscriptions can nibble away at your budget, automating your savings is a financial superhero move that builds your wealth over time. Think about it. When you automate your savings, you're prioritizing your financial goals. It's like paying yourself first. Plus, studies show that people are more likely to achieve their savings goals when it's automated. I set up an automatic transfer from my checking to my savings account every month. And over time, those little contributions have started to work wonders for my financial security. 5. Have a budget and stick to it. Dave Ramsey once said, "A budget is telling your money where to go instead of wondering where it went." And it's true. Yet a staggering 59% of Americans don't even have a budget. It's like navigating a ship without a captain. Without a budget, it's tempting to just swipe your card and worry about the consequences later. But hey, don't join the multitude to do evil. Draw up a budget for yourself and stick to it. Here's a golden rule I work with when shopping. If it's not on the budget, it shouldn't be in the cart. Remember, every purchase should align with your budget and bring real value to your life. That's the essence of smart money management. Now let's talk about 6. Quality over quantity. There is a temptation to go for quantity over quality many times while trying to be minimalistic, but it's never the better way out. Think back to when you were eyeing 2 pairs of shoes at the mall. One was a bit pricier but built to last, while the other was a steal but likely won't survive the season. We both know what you went for. Let's not spill secrets here, but retrospectively, do you think you made the smart choice then? I'm just trying to help you understand that being frugal isn't about going for the cheapest option. It's about making purchases that truly count. Investing in quality pays off in the long run, both for your wallet and the environment. 7. Do it yourself. When it comes to saving money and living frugally, one of the most powerful tools in your arsenal is the magic of DIY, do it yourself. This isn't just about getting crafty or unleashing your inner artist, though that's definitely a bonus. It's about taking control of your surroundings, your expenses, and ultimately your financial well-being. Think about it. How many times have you shelled out big bucks for something you could have easily tackled yourself? Whether it's a home improvement project, crafting a unique gift, or even cooking up a storm in the kitchen. DIY is the key to unlocking substantial savings. Let's talk about home improvements. Instead of calling in the pros and watching your hard-earned dollars vanish into thin air, why not roll up your sleeves and take charge? From painting walls to assembling furniture, the sense of accomplishment and the money you'll save will have you wondering why you didn't start sooner. And who could forget the joy of crafting? The best way to predict the future is to create it. From handmade gifts to customized home decor, DIY not only adds a personal touch, but also keeps your wallet happily intact. It's a fantastic way to tap into your creativity and unwind. When it comes to the kitchen, the benefits are twofold. Not only do you save a bundle by preparing meals at home, but you also have complete control over the ingredients, ensuring both your health and your budget are well taken care of. So don't underestimate the power of DIY. It's not just a hobby, it's a lifestyle that puts you in the driver's seat of your finances. You'll be surprised at what you can accomplish, and your wallet will thank you. 8. Stop keeping up with the Joneses. Don't buy things because everyone is buying them. For example, don't buy a house because a friend got one. Don't buy a car because your colleagues at work own one. But these things are based on affordability and usability. By usability, I mean don't buy a luxury car when a Toyota car can serve the same purpose. Don't buy a mansion when a 3-bedroom duplex will be more practical. It's easy to get caught up in the race to keep up with others. But here's the thing. Buying just to fit in isn't a smart money move. Get what you need and what fits your budget. 9. Save up electricity bills. Did you know that the average American household spends over $2,000 a year on energy costs? When it comes to saving on electricity bills, there are a few tricks I have up my sleeve. The first one is investing in power strips. Power strips are like traffic controllers of your electronics, making sure nothing draws power when it's not needed. If that doesn't suffice, you can also think about swapping out old appliances for energy-efficient models. You'd be surprised how much this can shave off your monthly bill. Good old-fashioned habits like turning off the lights when you leave a room and unplugging your chargers once they're done juicing up your devices could also make a difference. These small changes add up over time. 10. Stop worrying about your earnings. Watch your expenses. Ever wondered where your hard-earned cash disappears? It turns out the average American drops a hefty $1,800 a year on impulse buys. That's like throwing money into a wishing well and hoping for the best. Here's a fascinating fact. Most frugal millionaires didn't chase high-paying jobs. Instead, they followed their passions, finding fulfillment that outweighed the pursuit of wealth. Consider this from The Millionaire Next Door. A third of millionaires never hit six figures in a single year. Only 31% of millionaires averaged $100,000 annually. Merely 7% of millionaires maintained a $200,000 household income throughout their careers. So if you're a white-collar professional with a sky-high income potential, don't let excuses hold you back. It's not about how much you earn, but how much you keep. And that's it. These are 10 tips that I've tried and they've worked. I hope you found this video helpful. Which of the tips do you think will be most difficult for you to keep up with and why? Let us know in the comments section below. If you did, give me a pat on the back by clicking that subscribe button down there.